At work, he steady keep trying to get me to try squirrel. This is what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that.
What the fuck?
This
I'm
is
not
what I'm
doing
saying.
that.
No black person
Yes.
ever told me to try
Well,
squirrel, bro.
I guess in an apocalyptic situation, he'll be alright.
I think the furthest
He'll
I
be-
think the furthest I would go is if somebody like if I was in like the South, bro, like I was in Georgia or something, and some barbecue spot, they had like some dude was like, "Hey, bro, we got these frog legs or whatever." I'd probably do that.
Can't do it.
But a squirrel, no.
Can't do frog
Them
legs.
motherfuckers are gross. I've never had them, so I couldn't tell you.
It looked just like a frog leg, which is why I can't do a frog leg. Over with. The most exotic I would go with probably a rabbit, which is not exotic. Like if we was hungry and I saw a rabbit, I'm shooting his ass. He can get done. But his money got
Yeah,
to go. You see what I'm saying? But that's the most exotic I can go. Other than that, we're gonna stick
never
with
had
the
rabbit
regular
though.
animals that you eat.
Had cow tongue before. That was
Why?
okay.
For
Uh,
what?
so we
You
went
eating
over to
Did
her.
I just
Oh,
hear
Hold
you out
on,
you
here
bro.
working?
correctly?
You want me to explain it or no?
Not
You out
really.
here eating
Not
tongue.
really,
You
to be
eating
honest
tongue.
with you.
You just
No,
put that
it
big
just
ass tongue on the table and you just cut it up, eat
no,
it.
motherfucker. It was like ground beef.
I'm sure. Ew, you
I'm
just
I'm de- I'm dead at no.
But like,
Her
I
mom
just
had a package of it and cooked it already. When we got there, she put it in tacos, handed me a plate. She's like, I ate it. She's like, yeah, that was cow tongue. What was it like? I was like, I wouldn't do it again.
oh
I'm laughing at Eve's reaction, bro.
ew.
She had the package cow
She
toe.
had to be
It
trolling.
was in package.
No,
I'm
it
just
definitely it
That's
definitely tasted
just
different than ground
Hey,
beef.
hey, it
I'm
was set like a mafia send a finger in the mail. That's how you got it. You nasty.
I didn't
this
see
man.
the
This
package. It
man.
just says
This
cow
man.
tongue on it.
This man
Made
Connor.
out.
This
You
man
made
Connor
out
is
with a
eating.
mush
You're pointing
cow.
at me, Squires. You're pointing at me.
Where's Connor for you? This
He's
man.
I'm up
he's
top.
This man.
Connor's up one pass. If I put my finger like this, I'm pointing past Lowe's. He's up
This
here.
man's eating cow tongue. Man.
Los, ain't cow tongue? Ain't that like a cow tongue like taco meat? Ain't that like a Mexican thing?
It is.
yes, it
See,
is.
y'all making it seem like
But
it's
but
weird.
but
I don't
but
like it.
if seasoned right, you couldn't tell the difference. You can never tell the
You
difference.
can't, but it's just I don't know. The aftertaste just don't taste like
So Connor,
it.
let
Just
me
I
ask
don't
you.
like it.
Let me ask you this: you eat pig's feet?
No,
No.
You eat chicken feet?
no,
You eat a pig snout?
no. I'm not eating anything pig unless it's bacon or ham
Well, you eating the
or
ass at that
chops.
point. But all right,
there we go.
sorry.
Okay, hold on. Can I just get like a quick debrief of what I walked into?
Bacon comes from a pig's ass.
Exotic meats. That's hey. Well,
We
shit
were
tastes
talking.
fire, bro. I don't
Exotic
know what to tell
We
meat,
were
you.
but
talking
it's in the
about how
backyard. You calling it exotic?
we were talking about how Jalen said
Oh,
he would go hunting, but he ain't picking up the dead animal after he shoots it.
Jalen.
this motherfucker said
Oh, wait,
exotic.
hold on. Time out. How did we correlate this
But
to
then,
beef tongue?
Oh, how far? How
did we
far
really?
on the spectrum we would go with our meat? Pause.
Pause.
That was horrible.
He said meat is really a spectrum. You can
Whoa.
really.
That was
No,
wild.
Jalen said
Whoa.
is the furthest exotic he would go
Oh,
is rabbit.
oh,
Oh,
that was
squirrel.
bad.
I said pause. Move forward. Move
Anyways,
forward, Zach. Move
welcome
forward.
welcome to the loading screen. You know what I
My
mean?
march
Yeah.
is on.
We're just,
This
Yeah,
we're
man.
just gonna move past that spicy comment.
That's crazy.
is the
That's
loading screen. We shoot
crazy.
animals and leave them there.
Connor, no,
No.
no, you're not recovering yourself from that, bro. You
That
gotta,
was,
you gotta
I
accept
said pause, bro. It is what it is.
and I'm not
No,
March
picking.
is
that was
on,
hold
bro.
on. That was more of a halt.
that
There's
was
levels
diabolical.
to it.
Yep.
Cease.
It deserved
That was
it.
cease,
It
cease and
deserved
that was
halt.
it. Hey, yo, whoa. But no.
March is on, Bucko. Let's go.
bro.
Anyways,
You
dude.
went from exotic. You went to talking about exotic meat to then
To
talking
me
about
on the spectrum.
spectrums of meat. Pause.
That is-
Crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Anyways. Okay, but no.
Anyways,
This Welcome to Derry episode
Yep.
7, that shit was insane, bro.
the
I'm
fact
gonna
that they
give it a
were
second.
able to just like come out of the gate running, bro, full on sprinting, jogging, get out style, and just within the first 15 minutes be able to crush every sort of amount of happiness that you had for these characters. Like,
Okay, real quick, real quick. Bro is killing this fucking Pennywise. Bro, he's killing this shit. Okay, I like this show, but it pissed me off. Fantastic episode, but it pissed me off.
It's heart wrenching. Big Pin is out here stepping on niggas' hearts now.
Bro, he catching bodies, bro.
okay, but see, here's my thing. For this episode, I have no reason to be upset at Pennywise. Nothing that happened in this episode, other than the ending,
Right.
had nothing to do with Pennywise. This was some racist motherfuckers who went
That was
in,
terrible.
broke all of our hearts.
Man, fuck them, bro.
Racist fucks.
I'm saying, bro, it's so hard to watch, bro. It make you angry, bro. It's like,
Right, bro.
what the
It's
fuck,
just,
bro?
it was.
Look, man. Big Pin saw opportunity and that nigga took it. What's
No, he
wrong?
did-
What's wrong is their face on my face.
He had to,
Face on my face.
he had to do what he had to do.
Bro, it took
Hey,
me a
man.
while.
Well, see,
to
and that's-
realize- Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm skipping to the part with Ingrid and her husband. I just realized that her husband was the butcher. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that's who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense because I was like, where the fuck did he get that big ass fucking
Big
knife
ass
from?
fucking cleaver, bro. Big as hell.
Man, she really thought that was her dad. Like, that kind of kills me, bro. What in the name of what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How many kids you just sacrificed to this man?
Bro,
just to
you
try to-
watched him chop somebody's face from here and then proceed to eat it. And then it took him walking away. I'm going to sleep. You're not my dad. Bitch, what?
But here's the thing. This is what makes me upset, right? I don't understand how, in the flashback, she witnessed him eat a kid. That had no effect. You
At
see what
all.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
She's
then
still looking
this-
for her dad.
This is what makes her realize isn't your dad. That doesn't make sense to me. That's my only gripe. Other
The
than
fact
that,
that he said he's going to sleep now.
Yeah, and I think well, I'm your dancing daddy. He like, but I think one of the things that I had just kind of thought of is I don't think she's been sacrificing children. I think that she's going to start now, but I think from the amount of time that she that she let the first kid get eaten to now, I think it's been 27 years.
so what makes me feel like that she has been sacrificing other kids is when what's the little girl's name?
Lily?
Yeah, when Lily went to see her, she was like, "You saw him. Of course it's you." Which gives me the implication that she tried a couple different times to get his attention.
Yeah, her friends. She was trying to get her friends to go investigate, but she was also at the same time trying to get Lily to stay because she did develop some type of relationship with her. But
Yeah, and I think that was just mainly because obviously she was her like I don't know how you would say, but like, she was like her guardian in the ward essentially. So, that relationship is very evident. It's very clear that that's there. But it felt like it kind of gave Lily some plot armor. You know what I mean? But it also drove this story into the direction that we're in now. And like, dude, like we were all right though. Like all of our theories, all of our, hypothesis and shit like that about Ingrid and what she like, all of us were right. And that is so validated.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't expect it to be like that though. I ain't
my
gonna
boy
lie.
Richie.
Hey, our boy Richie, bro. I was like, what the?
Yeah, let's get into it, bro.
He went out like a gangster, man. Real
Bro,
one,
he did for sure.
Real one.
He was too
Bro,
to
and
be breaking
What's
my
wrong
heart.
with Fuck, get in.
the
Bro,
other
and
thing about
it wasn't like Titanic version either. Like, like trying to be nah, bro. Like he was really like, hey, if that was a way to go out, hey, he did it.
I want to know
bro.
why the one dude he recognized the older white lady, and he's like, "Get out of here." But you don't do the same thing for these well, one little white kid, but the other one could have passed for a white kid if you didn't look too hard.
He could have
But,
let Margie go for sure, but
but
it's part of me wonders. So part of me is wondering if, because I can't remember specifically, but obviously whenever we do these episodes, I have the episode running in the background. So when I don't know if they were like, were they exposed? Like, were they out? Like when these guys came in with the masks, were the kids in the front row or were they behind the adults?
I think they were behind.
I would still say visible.
Because one of those guys was the sheriff, and the sheriff has seen all those kids at one point.
Exactly. They all came in, and he could have been like,
wait,
all of you need to scram. But no, he.
Fuck that. He got fired. He wanted to get the one nigga that was there. Fuck these kids.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else in here. They not gonna bring them out. We're gonna burn them up in there with everybody else.
You got a mask on, like we don't know it's you, Sheriff. What are we talking about?
We got guns too. Ours are government issued.
Dude, the difference is ours are government issued. If I'm being honest, I was really hoping for more of a shootout, more of like a hold your ground. And it felt a little silly that you had all of these military men in there popping rounds off from the outside, but you didn't see any of the white folk get shot.
Nah,
you only saw everybody else on the inside getting obliterated.
Listen, think about how hard it is to shoot at somebody when you're trapped in fire and smoke, bro. You can't breathe.
That's true.
You can't
You
see.
can't see.
On top of that, they're shooting back at you too.
Exactly.
The
Like-
black spot could have obliterated all of them, bro,
And
for
they
sure.
gotta aim. They just shooting because they aiming for everything. So
Everything moving is getting a bullet.
you
Yep.
know what they needed: smoke and stack.
Facts, dude. One of the things that I think obviously tugged on the heartstrings when it came to Richie was it is very rare in any show that you actually see a deceased child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very rare that they actually show that. And the fact that we had to visually see it, the fact that we had to like process that shit after everything that had happened, I think that is what made it like so much heavier because they could have just, had Marge walk out, turn around, look at the black spot, knowing that Richie is in there, but they said, no, we're going to double down. We're going to hurt your
Mr.
feelings."
Stevenson, why'd you do that to us? That shit ain't cool, bro.
She wasn't gonna leave Richie, man. She loved that.
Yeah, I think
Look,
this confirms Marjorie for the It movie. I think that is Richie's mom. Richie
is.
from It. Yeah, I think that is definitely. I think they confirmed it. She's got the same like, style glasses.
The glasses, What's such a bummer is that she just becomes such a weirdo. Like she becomes one of the citizens of Derry at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Nothing about her interaction, and I'm sure this is because no prequels were planned at the time, but it just kind of sucks that she's just like a hollow shell. She's just
Think about this though. Out of all the kids leading up to It, she was the only one that lived. Everybody else died, bro. Will, he dies in the fire. You know what I mean? We know that much.
He survived the events of this series of this show, but he dies shortly before.
but he'll end up
Yeah, but like when It starts, she's the last one alive out of the rest of these kids. We don't know about Ronnie, obviously, but I think she's gonna die. I think Ronnie gonna.
I think something happened. Yeah, because I think they did.
You think so?
I think they confirmed that Will, Mike, and It. I think his mom has a different name. I think they're gonna start. I really hope they do. That they start doing like a whole like universe based off a new universe with HBO Max being
and
Warner Brothers. Who knows?
Halloran was going through it,
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about Halloran. He was fucking Jesus Christ,
bro.
That dude.
The government fucked him up, bro. Cause like he was doing okay and everything was he was able to contain it all, and whatever they did to him, bro, it just made it a whole lot worse.
No,
and then opening that box made it 10 times worse.
Well, what really made it worse is he said he goes, I can see them, but they don't bother me as long as I don't communicate with them. And during that
Yeah.
fire, what did he do?
He fucking hey.
He was
Hey.
hey to the spirit that
Yep.
which but and then ever since he did that, every single dead spirit is just
Bro, he's just sitting there like this.
Yeah, and it's fucked up
he's
because
just
first
being
off,
harassed. Yeah,
all of that happening. Number one, watching all those people die is gonna be traumatizing
yeah,
regardless.
that's
Yep.
Right. Now every single person that you just watched die can talk to you, bro. Like to imagine
bothering you.
how we felt just watching that. Bro,
he's just
they
constantly.
talking
He
about
was that. He was
right,
our
bro.
feeling watching that.
Like it's too much. It's too much. And fuck the general. Fuck him.
Oh my god, yeah,
Bro,
Bro,
what pissed me off,
bro.
bro?
It's a fucking yeah.
All of that for nothing.
I don't want to call it a twist because a part of me kind of felt like I was like, "You're a fishy guy."
No, he plays the
Yeah,
dickhead
like
in
we-
everything he
I
does.
was like, "Oh, you're gonna
We
what?"
we knew, like, obviously the military is always going to be shisty, no matter what they try to do, no matter what the setting or scenario is. We know that they're going to be shisty, but the fact that they're actively like, I'm not gonna lie, the one thing that did throw me for a twist is the fact that they were trying to actively destroy the pillar instead of maybe picking it up and relocate. Like, granted, if you like say the general wanted to do his thing, right? Do it in a town that needs it, not the whole fucking planet. Like if we really had no other choice, pick up the pillars, move them to another fucking town, keep that one there for a minute, right? Like there's no
I think
the whole world.
Which
I think what we're gonna see in this next episode, because they teased it already, I think we're gonna see more of the Mist.
Yeah, I think that's.
I
We
think it is gonna leave Derry. He's gonna get outside the boundaries of Derry. I saw him Sparta kick the shit out of somebody in the trailer for the next episode. I don't know who that was, but it looked like a kid.
Pennywise. You saw Pennywise do that?
Yeah, it's a trailer out, bro. The next
Yeah.
episode, he Sparta kicked the fuck out of somebody. I think it was Ronnie, but bro, she went flying.
so I did want to ask.
Big Pen ain't playing, man.
I looked looking at that pillar, it looked like obsidian.
I'm dead.
So
It does look like obsidian.
does anybody have their diamond pickaxe? We could just get some more.
Shut the fuck up.
It's clearly not obsidian though.
I mean,
bro,
yeah, it looks like it.
From
It's
a
an
completely
asteroid,
different dimension, yeah.
spaceship.
Because when you think about it, the shape of whatever it actually was, it altered coming into the atmosphere of Earth, the heat, speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why it
instead
broke.
of being
Yeah, but if it was obsidian, that would be a plot twist.
Whatever. Listen, it's not a spaceship and it's not an asteroid. It's literally a prison. I think they banished him.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It was literally a cage made for him by the Crimson King. Like he was the one. She, because it's a woman or female species, whatever. It was one of two last of the species. So this version.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
what the hell?
It's Pennywise.
All right, you're late for my birthday. It was almost a month ago now, but cool.
Is that what it's saying?
I don't know. I'm assuming, but anyway, it's the last of its kind, but it's not completely dead. That's the thing. Even though they killed it at the end of It Part 2, it's still alive, but not physically.
Because the spirit still inhabits, correct? Like it still inhabits the area.
The dead lights are it. That's it, essentially.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, like that's its true form.
Right. And as it builds, it takes shapes of different things, but it's not actually taking that form on. I'm sure they're gonna dive into it, but once it took the shape of Bob, it was at a certain pinnacle in its power to where it's like it can host its own form and carry that shit.
I hope.
Yeah.
Because I know they dove into that a little bit right before the episode started. I think it was showing it was Bob Gray, the original Bob Gray, which was kind of cool.
Yep.
That was so cool to see. And as I'm rewatching this episode in the background, I never realized that the story that he was telling as Pennywise was the death of his wife Periwinkle in that like little show he did.
Mhm.
And then because like you see him crying over like a deflated costume, and that's his wife.
It literally just clicked when you just said that.
Yeah, and again, it only did because I was like, oh shit. But like, it was like these are the small things that you don't see, and you're like, man, and it makes you have that like slight connection to Bob, or like slight like, oh, Bob's just a regular old dude. He's just a regular Joe Schmo. He's trying to provide for his daughter. He was a good dad. You could tell he was.
Yeah, definitely.
When he gets done, that's a strange thing for a boy to say. The children seem drawn to you. Like, are you shitting me, Bob? What makes you think you're gonna like? I don't know. I thought like the part where he's like, "Are you gonna help me?" He goes, "No." Can't you see I'm busy? Then he's just drinking and smoking. But like
which he sounds like he should have stuck with that routine.
Literally. But
Man.
just the small interaction that you have with Bob Gray really makes you feel for this character. You know what's coming, you know what's happening, and so you're just like, that like kind of sucks, but it kind of sets the tone for Ingrid as well, and you're just
really
like,
does for me, it really makes me. I feel bad for her. I do.
Mhm.
I really feel
Yep.
bad.
Dude, I hope that in the future seasons we actually get an episode where it goes back to that moment where he is walking into the woods, but we actually see what happens, like instead of just like it's implied. Like I actually want to see him, like what does he see when he hears the screaming? I think that's it could very potentially be the sound of his wife, and that's why it drew his interest.
That's true. It could have, depending on how his wife died, maybe it was still in like a horrific manner where he heard those screams and somehow it is reproducing that same sound. I never thought about that, but that's good because why else would the kid clearly doesn't seem upset. He clearly doesn't seem, you know, sad in any way. He's just like, my mother's gone. You know what I mean? Like any regular person would be like, maybe someone else should go help you find him. But dude, I think this episode did such a good job of setting up so many things, and I think the one thing that kind of bums me out is the fact that we will continue to get seasons of Welcome to Derry, but they're going backwards. I want to see what happens from this point on going forward, even though I know it's going to be 27 years into the point, and then we get, you know what I mean? But it's like, damn, like they made us like these actors, they made us like these kids, they made us have emotional connections to so many different groups in this show, and then you're just like, oh damn, like, and I think that's what makes me want to keep watching. But
no, yeah, I actually noticed something. I wonder if you guys caught it. So you remember when it was after Richie died, and they all go back to their little hideout, and there's his plane. The little paper plane that he said she's crying says he never made up Main Street. You know what's weird? You remember the last time he threw it?
It went right into the sewer.
How the hell did it get back up there?
Something else I noticed that I was on TikTok digging through that I'm kind of a dumbass for not noticing. They pulled the fucking rock out of a turtle shell.
They did.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, I had made that comment when they were going through the origin of that I had, I'd made the comment that like they covered it in 2 turtle shells.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
And that like that was just one of the clever things that just the slight Easter eggs, the turtle on Lily's charm bracelet, the turtle shells, when they're in class right before Lily has that freak out where she's like, stay away from me. They're watching like nuclear bomb safety videos, and it's a turtle that hides in its shell, So I love these little nods to the turtle itself, even though we'll probably never ever in a million years see it.
No, we might. They doing all these Easter eggs. We go see some shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be this season, but I bet it'd be some like final season stuff.
Yeah, and
Probably
that's what I was.
maybe when he first gets
Yeah.
banished, maybe we'll actually see in the final season. Well, that's when, since they're going backwards, we'll actually see the story
Hmm.
of Pennywise or it. Sorry, we'll say Pennywise just because it's easier. Um, Getting banished and maybe the maturing the turtle. Yeah, who knows how they'll interpret that? That's gonna be. I just
Yeah.
want to know
Yeah.
how do they get him to stay in Derry if they've one already destroyed one? Do they just relocate the remaining pillars to make it form a new circle, kind of? You know what I mean?
That was kind of my thought because at the very end, first off, Daniel's back. Shout out Daniel. Don't know how he fucking made it out of the sewers, but
I
he's
mean,
here.
he was supposed to be their guide, so I imagine he knew exactly where to go.
Yeah. But to that extent, at the very end, he goes up to his aunt and he's like, Auntie, we might have a problem. So, I highly doubt that they've continued to protect this thing for 400 years and don't have some sort of backup plan or like a plan B or like some sort of, state of emergency, like they're moving the pillars and shit like that.
We're
Um,
just gonna see a big giant turtle float from the sky.
right?
It'll
He's
just,
in its
Either they
arms.
maybe they use the shard that Lily got as a new pillar. I don't know. Maybe it's not big enough.
It's possible that they could.
I like
Well, so
I
was
like
it
the giant turtle.
was it
theory.
actually confirmed, like visually? Because I'm gonna treat this pillar like a dead body in any show. Did we actually see it get thoroughly all the way 100% smelted and melted down?
I think he dropped it
They dropped
in
it in there,
there.
but I
He
guess
dropped it in there, but did
before
we
you know,
see
like,
it actually like?
they'll just
No.
grab some freaking like tongs or something. Yeah, we're just gonna.
Right, like it's still gonna be there. It's still gonna be present, right?
And
Because
lava just
one,
just
if
sit
it
on
can
top of it.
survive an impact and like entering that, like I'm no fucking Neil, deGrasse Tyson or whatever, Neil Tyson, but like if that shit's coming down and it can survive the heat of entering Earth's atmosphere, I have no doubt that it could probably withstand a little lava.
Well, this the other thing about it. In the book, when the losers faced it as adults, um, it told Bill that Macharian, that's the name of the turtle, that it was dead because it choked to death on a galaxy or two some time ago. And when they did the ritual, you know what I'm talking about? When they were standing around the thing, saying the shit together, holding hands and whatnot.
Mhm.
I remember.
In the book, when they did that, Bill was given the corpse of the turtle, and he was freaking out because he was like, "Oh, it was not lying. This motherfucker knows shit." So I don't know how we'll see it. As of right now, it makes his presence in small items
I like
or
I like the giant turtle theory. I think it's gonna have the voice of Optimus Prime, just
Oh.
floating down.
We are here. We are waiting. Then just fucking play some Linkin Park at the end of that shit. What I've done.
Penny,
Um,
Pennywise.
Pennywise, transform. But one of the things that I also, would like to bring up is the the indigenous warrior with the red face paint across the eyes,
Mhm.
or is it the mouth? Um, One, that's a weird reflection of how Pennywise looked at the very end. He had that, he
Oh,
had
when he
the
was
blood covering his mouth,
sleeping
just
in
like how
blood.
this indigenous warrior has the red paint covering the bottom half of her mouth. So, are we to think that it's possible that this corpse that, Hanlon is seeing is actually Pennywise working his way through to
No,
try and free himself?
no, I believe that is the same queen or whoever it was that died against Pennywise when Rose was telling the story.
Hmm.
She's the one that got lifted up. But I see what you're saying. It could be, but that was also the same war paint she was wearing. when she died.
Correct. Yeah.
So I think, but no, she's the one that's gonna. He said that that's gonna lead him to all the pillars. But I guess in a sense, I mean, but I guess Pennywise. I don't know if Pennywise would know where the pillars are.
It's just
he would have any access to the pillars because they're used to keep him away. But
he might know
well, see, and
where
that's
they can't get to him because I'm wondering if I think what Los is asking is if you are the indigenous person that passed away, the one that's dead, why would you show where the pillars are?
Right,
Like your
yeah.
sacred
yes,
mission
yes,
is
that's what I'm saying.
to protect it by looking up the location.
And if Pennywise is already in Hanlon's mind, it's very possible that he's probing around looking for things, and if he's essentially getting the information from Hanlon that Hanlon received from Taniel, I think it's very plausible to think that this is a projection of Pennywise, and he's leading you to these pillars. Excuse me, so that you know
he's definitely
how to free himself. You know, so he knows how to free himself. You know what I mean?
You're right, because Pennywise is definitely fucking with Dick Halloran there when he was in the burning building.
And in the teaser for the next episode, one of the scenes is zooming out or zooming into Hanlon's eye, and then it zooms right out of Pennywise. So I think it's very, like I said, way earlier in these episodes, I think it's possible that Pennywise is treating this like a doorway. They open from both sides. So if Pennywise has access to Hanlon, Hanlon has access to Pennywise. And, you know, I think,
we'll see,
you know,
because regardless, events of these
At
have
this
to
point,
look at
maybe.
leaving for the Overlook Hotel.
Because it's just
so
like the
are
comments
the,
he keeps making to him specifically do give it that vibes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because he's just making comments about his shining power and laughing about it. Like you know exactly what
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could be. It could be.
See, and that's what makes me think it is, just because, you know, like, yeah, you know, to Jalen's point, if you are the indigenous person who's charged with like keeping these safe, why would you even bother showing Hanlon this? But man,
Their
that
plan was literally
It
because we
could
talked about this
also-
episode,
It could
but their
also
plan literally was to actually just push the damn shards inwards to make it smaller.
that's kind of what I was thinking. Like at the beginning
Yeah.
of this, when they're telling the story, and I'm like,
well, that was what
so why didn't
they
you
were
just like,
telling them to do that, but then it
Right.
was a cool, like, you know,
And they said, "Fuck that shit." Yeah.
I mean,
and-
wouldn't that work? Just putting it like literally like in like a tiny ass little so we
You
wouldn't be
would
able to
s-
move at all.
Well, you would still need to know where he is or she is. You know what I mean? So you'd have to
Yeah.
you'd be able to know where to put the things.
Well, if you just pushed them all in, it would have no choice but to shrink it. But the thing I'm thinking is you would have to find them all at once. You can't just move one at a time.
You'd have to, yeah, exactly. You'd have to do it all at once.
yeah,
And I'm guessing
And,
I think
to
you would
the-
still have to find his lair where the.
Yeah.
That's probably where you would, and you'd have to do it while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would have been smarter if they found the first pillar, leave it there.
Leave it.
Right.
Till you
Just
find it. Right.
mark it, build up a little station around it, whatever the fuck you got to do, and just go find the other ones. Once you find the other ones, maybe do what you gonna do. But I don't know. I'm at the part right now where they about to melt the pillar, and
He said
Leroy
not
just
going.
put this up pole on everybody.
Leroy not
he
going.
just
Yeah,
he
dude.
said
He was not
we're
playing around.
military and we're okay with casualties. Man, what?
yeah. He said, if we're military, we accept casualties.
Because it's a
And-
part.
Yeah, you know, and they have to like keep
You
that
did a
in
great
mind.
thing
But
for your country. Good job. Fuck
He's
you.
saying all
could
of
you
that.
imagine being told that, knowing that you just sentenced all these children to die? Also, Jalen, say
Right.
cat.
Thank you. But I'm saying like the general saying all of this blah 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 military jargon, and he ain't even telling superiors what he's doing.
Military jargon.
I'm serious. He ain't even telling superiors. So he literally off script. Like he
He
do whatever
sounds-
he want.
He sounds like one of those dudes. He's actually in the position, so it's different. But he's giving off the same energy as a guy sitting on his porch with a shotgun, all fucking
Yeah.
drinking beer. Because he talking about the enemy is within. Sometimes the enemy is this way. No, within. Now we got to keep people in check by keeping fear in them. What?
That's a wild plan. That's what I
He
would.
said
That's
fear.
a
I was
wild.
like, motherfucker,
He's gonna release Pennyworth
I was like,
on the world, bro.
kill some. He-
Yo, I said Pennyworth.
And talk
Pennyworth,
about
Any word?
Whatever the fuck his name is. This
yeah.
nigga, it is not to be trifled with, and y'all playing. You're stupid, bro. You're stupid, bro. On
He's
the whole
playing.
earth. On
See,
the
and that's
whole.
the thing is like they know what it's capable of. They know. They made it a point to tell us that they fucking know.
Yeah.
But it's and like when who was it? When the colonel that told him he was like, you were on a need to know basis. No fucking shit. Because if I knew this,
Wouldn't have even found it.
What's
I wanna know
crazy
what's
is
up.
this old bitch. You dealt with him as a kid.
Yeah,
You
you
seen
did.
him already, bro. You got out of. You got lucky. You got out of there. If that Indian girl wasn't there, you would have been done. Would have been a wrap.
yeah.
Would have been a wrap. So now you want to go and fuck with it some more? I got this power now. You know what I mean? I want to touch it in my youth. It was some creepy shit back then. I ain't never got answers for. This motherfucker awake now, and he probably been awake twice since then. So like,
Yeah.
man, let me. That's weird, bro. It's weird. It sounds like he got a weird fetish for it. That's all
He
I got.
do. Listen, when they
The
found
colonel?
out we went back to sleep, they all just brushed it off. Oh, he's sleeping. Let's do it now. So y'all just
Yeah.
okay with this man at this point. He's sleeping. Let's do it now.
Oh, but once
Well,
they
my
moved
thing
it
is
and
why-
destroyed it, he woke back up.
Oh fuck. So maybe it is destroyed. You're right. Maybe it is like
That's
actually
actually a good
destroyed.
point. That is a
I'm
good
watching
point.
drop it in there right now. That shit's gone. It's melting.
That shit's gone.
Literally melting. It's It's bubbling.
Oh, it's
But
an
like-
incinerator.
Yeah, bro. It's
Like-
lava. That shit's done.
Over
Then
with.
Yeah, so
It's in
yeah.
his fucking field of corpses and blood.
Wait a minute. Where Will is, where Pennywise shows up, is that on the army base?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's because oh fuck. So
I
no
just-
shit. The
I-
fucking pillar's broken. No shit. It's
He's
destroyed.
outside of Derry. He's on the military.
He's
base.
outside of Derry. See, and that's what
I
makes me
just
feel
came to that
like-
realization. I just,
Damn.
that is
That's what
insane.
makes
Damn, I
me
didn't
feel
even see
like
that either.
maybe Pennywise doesn't want to leave Derry because maybe his influence only expands so far because he is one entity. So after putting all this hard work into one town, even if the barrier breaks, he still has, a free fucking reign, but his cage is now larger. But I think he almost
Is it?
it feels like he almost makes it a conscious choice to stay in Derry because of all the work that he's already put in. His spirit is already affecting the town. The townspeople are pretty much already under his spell or his influence, however you want to say it. So, perhaps he has to stay there because if he leaves, maybe it just dies down. Maybe it goes away. Because if other people leave Derry, they forget everything that happened and they go on and can continue to live their life. So I wonder if it's possible that this creature can only inhabit a certain space.
Well,
And
so-
I was wondering, I wanted to know what the fuck is that when he opens his face?
I'm
And that
watching it
light.
right now. Those are
So
the dead
is
lights.
that-
That's his true form.
Right, but is he creating minion? Because Ingrid didn't die when he did that to her.
He didn't eat her.
Well,
He put people in a trance. We saw it in It Part 2. He did it with Beverly.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
when he puts you in a trance, then what?
It's like breaking your mind. Like your
Yeah.
mind cannot.
So are you
comprehend
his minion
his
now?
true Form. Like it's like no, you're like in a coma.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think, is important to note is that, once again, we do see Ingrid or what is supposed to be Ingrid in It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
So
not
it's very
accurate.
possible that he has the ability to just hypnotize you, right? Because when he actually eats you, like when he gives you the deadlight treatment and he actually consumes you, your soul is still living, but it's inside of the deadlights, constantly an eternal turmoil. And that's what the book says. So that's when Pennywise was like, he's still living in me. I swear, he's still in me. That's because Bob Gray is fucking trapped for all of eternity inside this thing.
So here
And
we
so
go.
And so I think he just has the ability to hypnotize whoever to have them either one inherit their form. Maybe he can't look like somebody until he gives them the damn. They're showing Richie. Until he gives them the actual like deadlight treatment, so that now he can copy their form. And it could be possible that we will see her maybe in the last episode, or maybe we won't see her anymore because she got wheeled away, but she made direct eye contact with the kids. So that makes me feel like Pennywise is still working through her.
Yeah. So this is what it is. So it unleashes its true forms. So what happens when it uses the deadlights? When it uses the deadlights, it unleashes its true form, which is a cosmic entity with terrifying effects. The deadlights are depicted as 3 floating orange lights that appear when Pennywise opens his mouth wide. They are the purest form of it, and when someone sees the deadlights, they are immediately frozen and begin to float in the air. In the movies and TV series, characters like Beverly Marsh and Richie Tozier are affected by the deadlights, leading them to a comatose states or unconsciousness. The deadlights can also drive individuals permanently insane if they are exposed for too long. Devastating impacts like Ingrid Kirsch and Will Hanlon, leaving them in a near comatose state. Gee, so I wonder whatever happens to Will right here with the deadlights, it fucks him up bad. That leads to.
I just finished the episode and I'm seeing the trailer. The mist is there.
So are we actually thinking? And I know we've continued to hypothesize this quite a bit. Also, who is this girl who took her wig off? Is she just like so fucked up and that's why she's laughing, or do we think that that's like?
No, I think she's genuinely fucked up.
She was broken. Some people, that's a common response. They see some fucked up shit, and most people cry, some people laugh.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. And man, tuck my boy's hand in. Why the fuck you leaving him like that? Tuck it in. Bullshit.
At least he can get eaten by the clown.
Right. Yeah,
but and again, I would have much rather preferred to get fucking eaten, because having him not get taken by Pennywise makes this so much more painful. Knowing that Pennywise was just there to eat and not cause any of this shit really just like, ooh.
Well,
Ingrid did all that. She
did all that.
A master plan just to get his attention. Yeah, that's what fucked me up about it all. Because my main question was, why would she do any of this if she was working with him? And she wasn't really working with him this whole time. She was on the outside. She like, when serial killers go to jail, that's what she's like.
Mm-hmm.
She's writing this man letters, looking at shit, trying to get his attention.
Well, see, and that's what was so crazy to me is, he literally grabs bro's head, cuts it in half, continues to eat it, and she's like, "Yep, that's my dad."
Right.
What? You're watching him take a bite out of the side of this man's face, and you're like, "That's Pops." What?
Well, that was her husband too. Whose head?
But he probably had that shit coming.
Yeah,
she said, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this made me chuckle."
I chuckled too.
He was like, "Ingrid, what are you doing out here?" She said some shit. He was like, "You better get your ass home for your black and blue."
Yeah, he said black and blue is what you're gonna be if you don't get back home and take that shit off your face. And I'm like, what?
And then she goes, "Hey, Papa."
Papa?
Who are you? Well, I'm Pennywise, your dancing daddy.
Dancing daddy.
Rockers, bro. I love how if you watch him, you could see him decide to keep her like some sort of pet. He was like,
yes, he literally, while he's hugging her, you can see his tongue and he's like debating, but he's like, "No, I've got a better use for you." And that's what's even more fucked up.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what she's going to be doing in this episode, because in the trailer for the next episode, this nigga's in the school.
The school, bro.
He's in the school. The mist is there. He's Sparta kicking people.
Sparta.
You gotta send me the link to whatever trailer you saw, because I just tried to watch the one that they have on HBO, and I didn't see him Spartan kick anybody, so I'm kind of upset.
Real quick, it's in there. It's a quick,
is it?
quick big kick. Yep.
So
Scary to me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I find it every time he's on screen, he's hilarious, bro. Like,
no, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. These last few nights, I've been laying in bed, right, and I'm just like, yeah, I'd be terrified if that motherfucker just walked right around the corner.
Bro, swear to
Like
God.
I'm just laying in the, I kind of, but that's what I like about this show is that it almost makes me feel like a kid who's scared to go to bed. It makes me feel like I gotta shut the lights off and run up the stairs real quick because he could be behind me, and I love that shit. I haven't seen anything like that as an adult that's made me like that jumpy, that scared, that like
Man.
uneasy.
dude is hilarious. I would be in actual like literally laughing. I'd be like, bro, what did you be on? Why are you just walking around dancing, eating people's face? I don't understand you, bro.
Cracking
You know,
jokes.
you that's what I'm saying, bro. I would be cracking up.
Do I have face on my face?
Big pen, man.
Big pen.
Big
Big
pen.
pen.
Big pen.